So you want to know why I started this justice for Mohbad again?
And I can see National Assembly. They are trying to create more states.
Minister for FCT Barrister Wike, my country people, how on a day? This country, Nigeria, we no go tired to dey hold our leaders accountable and
same people that want to rescue Nigerians. You are Minister for Interior here to go and get a international passport. You will spend weeks.
Alright, my people, welcome back again. So on this particular one, we'll be discussing those short snippets you just watched. Hold on, because I'm going to be playing the full video shortly. Don't forget to watch this video from the beginning to the end so that you get the full details of the matter where they sup. So guys, Verydarkman has taken it upon himself to ensure that there is justice for Mohbad. According to him, he did not actually want to talk about this Mohbad issue as at when it was trending initially, because the platform was not that strong at that point. According to Verydarkman, he has the strongest movement and the strongest fan base as it is now in Nigeria, and he is ready to utilize it to ensure that justice for Mohbad is actually upheld. And if you come to think about it, starting from the interview he had with SamLarry, Prime Boy, and down to the last, interview with Mohbad, the driver that drove Mohbad on that G-Wagon, Range Rover or G-Wagon, into that beach venue where there was a fight which busted. These guys has given out all their narrations and how things actually happen. And Verydarkman, according to him, is going to take it up from there. And from the way things are going to, everything is pointing to Wumi, Mohbad's wife. You understand? It seems that Mohbad's wife knows everything that's actually happened to Mohbad and Mohbad's whereabouts. You understand? And then on the other one, we're talking about Fayose criticizes the Nigerian government over the plot to create new states. According to Nigeria, they are about to create new states to ensure that maybe allocation of funds is being distributed widely to ensure development. And according to him, that is what they want to do. Meanwhile, Fayose has issues with that. He said creating more states is like creating more problems for Nigeria. I'm going to be playing a full video for you guys to watch. Do well to stay tuned. And then Wike criticized Peter Obi. All these videos, we'll be talking about them one by one. I'm going to be playing a full video because Wike said a lot of things. He said Peter Obi can never become the president of Nigeria. Meanwhile, Randy Peter calls Nigerians to actually hold Wike accountable for the spending of over 1.8 trillion naira allocated to FCT development. According to the bill, it is that 1.8 trillion naira is meant to cater for the needs of the FCT, ensuring good roads, or ensuring that there's development, power supply, and everything. And then we're still having some issues where there are some children are out of school, whereas our president went to St. Lucia and gave out scholarship to their citizens. Now let me play this video of Verydarkman talking about how he's going to ensure that there's justice for Mohbad no matter what it takes. According to him, he has spent over 3 million naira on this case. Watch the video, guys. Let me know your opinion in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and smash the like button.
So you want to know why I started this justice for Mohbad again? Because unlike before, I have more influence now. I have more engagement now. I have more followers now. And above all things, I have more money now. So it's the right time for me to fight for the matter. Do you understand? And guess what? Now, nobody say one fan base, you follow me talk. No. I have the strongest fan base in the country. No, I don't even have a fan base. Fan base now for musician. I get the strongest movement for the whole country. Nobody if you follow me, Rick. The Rattel is the strongest. Yeah, the fourth arm of the government. Don't play. So it is the right time. They say, is it need to chase clout? Is it need to get YouTube money? Which YouTube money? How much? You know how much I don't spend so far? This Mohbad driver, the driver of the Prado, they ruined his life because of this case. He needed to speak. How much I give him? He leave from out to I give him 300k. Say, okay, I will help you find work. Prime Boy, how much did I give him? If he sell music, nobody likes him no more. Because of how that case went. I give him you know how much I don't spend so far? Since I come, I don't spend close to 3 million naira on this shit. Because I am ready for it now. And the boy will get justice. You're going to learn. And you're learning the way. Small, I will see him. You know, that's it. Don't worry. That he said the matter don't quench. He never quench you. He never quench. He never quench at all. We move. Don't play.
Alright guys, so you heard what Verydarkman said. This guy has actually spent a lot on this issue of Mohbad. This is actually his personal money. Although Nigerians are saying that he's using Mohbad to trend, using Mohbad to make more money on YouTube because the guy is getting a lot of engagement on YouTube. According to him, how much do they even think he's making on YouTube? He spends literally almost 3 million naira, on Mohbad case because for people to come out and testify, you must pay them. You must be able to go out of your way because nobody is ready to come and sacrifice for who is no longer in existence. But then he's taking it upon himself to ensure that justice is served. Now onto the next. I'm showing this video of Fayose right here, criticizing Nigerian government, criticizing Wike, criticizing everything, all the injustices that the Nigerian government are doing, talking about the hunger, talking about how Nigerians have been spending money without much result. Now they go out to call billions and trillions of nairas, and this money they are calling is not what they are giving us. Imagine them allocating about 266 million naira for a single pole of street light. That is too outrageous. I mean, it's high time we begin to hold our government accountable. I'm talking about creation of new states. Fayose criticized it, although a lot of people have different perspectives. Some some region are asking for creation of states. Of course, there are some local governments who are trying to break out of a particular state and all of that. We are aware of such environments, but then Fayose has something to say about it because the guy really like he say this is actually going to be creation of more poverty, because if the states that are already in existence cannot even feed its people properly, then what is the need of creating more states according to Fayose? Watch the video and also let me know your opinion in the comment section. Do you prefer creation of new states? Do you actually see it as a way of development for Nigeria, or do you think it's actually going to take us backward? Let me know your opinion in the comment section.
This is a Kitty Road today. People are crying, praying. I don't know for how long we're going to pray. We have pray. All our tongue don't pain us. Look at the road in Ekiti. And I can see National Assembly. They are trying to create more states. They're saying they want to review the constitution to create more states. I want you, before you decide to create more states in Nigeria, I want you to ask yourself a question. How many states are functioning well? How many states in Nigeria today can pay minimum wage? How many can pay minimum wage as we speak? Creating more states, we mean we have more senators. We mean we have more House of Assembly. We mean we have more governor, deputy, commissioners. We mean we have more local government, chairmen, councillors. So that means creating more states is like creating food for more people to chop. Creating more states in Nigeria is a sin. When we already have 774 local government chairmen that are not functional, they are not working well because government didn't give them good recognition. Now you want to create more states. Look at my state, for example, Ekiti State. Look at all the roads in Ekiti. Look at the roads. Watch it yourself. How do you feel about these roads? So why creating more states? Why? You people shall want to put us inside more. You want us to sink more. How wicked can we be? National Assembly, I want to advise you to stop this creation of states. First of all, go and check. Police today is in a mess. Police can't even take care of themselves. The police salary is poor. So many things are affecting us. Is it creation of state that is next? Use my state, Ekiti, for example. Nothing is working there. You just created food for some people, for some senator, for some governors, for some people to be eating. States that are supposed to still be even under Ondo if possible. What is viable in Ekiti now? Nothing. Now you are creating more states, creating more wahala. Well, I want you to remember, like poor man prayer, God day. And poor man final prayer, it is well. God day.
Wike criticizing P2B has become like a national anthem, you know. Everywhere he goes, he keeps on talking about Peter Obi. And since that coalition between ADC, Labour Party, and PDP, you know, the matter of P2B has become like a national, you know, matter. It's becoming, you know, a growing influence, a growing problem, a growing turn on the opposition. Now, APC has taken it upon themselves to try in as much as they can in every gathering or in every little opportunity to try bring down P2B's reputation. Okay, now Wike in this video I'm going to be showing you was in the church. They were, you know, giving thanksgiving for commissioning roads in FCT. Now, for me, we Nigerians has gotten to the level where commissioning of roads is not supposed to be celebrated. It's something that government are supposed to do without having to get praises for doing it. Yes, I mean, the thing that I feel that they should do now to actually get praises from Nigeria is giving us constant electricity. When I mean constant electricity, electricity to its highest maximum, a point where we'll begin to enjoy electricity like the foreign countries, like the Western, you know, countries. At that point, I believe that yes, we will begin to give them that praise. But then creating of roads, it's a minor thing that is done everywhere. Every administration gives road. Road is the cheapest thing that they can actually offer. I don't see why they should be, you know, throwing parties and making, you know, creating scene and criticizing their opposition, you know, because they are commissioning roads and maybe boreholes. It is high time we even move. We have reached a level where we don't need borehole. You begin to drag borehole, begin to pump and all of that before you can get water. I mean, Nigeria has actually outgrown this stage, but then our corrupt leaders has kept us behind, and you know, our minds are not even functioning the way it's supposed to function. We're not reasoning that okay, these things are giving us are minor things which are basic rights of every, you know, every Nigerian, of every citizen. Access to road is one of those things that bring development to any, you know, region. Now, Wike did not just stop there. Wike went as far as criticizing P2B, saying that P2B will never become the president of Nigeria in this particular video. I mean, that is too outrageous. Using church, you know, as a campaign ground because of, you know, the situations which the pastors has found themselves. I believe if the pastors had enough money to feed and, you know, enjoy life, they wouldn't have been doing all of this. I mean, it wouldn't have, the case would have been totally different. Now let me play this video of Wike criticizing P2B because the matter is already everywhere. How he made the fool out of himself, because that is what it is. Wike over time has always been a drama. Like, he's literally castigated everyone that has been of help to him. We saw some times ago when he was even bowing down to Peter Obi, praising Peter Obi, saying that Peter Obi was the hero of the last completed election. But right now, he's saying that P2B cannot win the 2027 general election. But then Nigerians are saying this election is Nigeria versus the selected few politicians who are, you know, out there to destroy and tarnish the image of Nigeria, making sure that there's no growth in Nigeria. Watch this video. Let me not talk too much. Watch the video. Don't forget to smash the like button. Let me know your opinion in the comment section, and don't forget to subscribe.
These are the same people that want to rescue Nigerians. You are Minister for Interior here. To go and get a international passport, you will spend weeks and months and years before you get international passport. But look at a young boy. Look at a young boy. See what he has done. Within hours, you got your international passport. And yet, you come and tell us Nigerians are angry. Nigerians are angry with you. for not making it possible for us to have a international airport as quickly, international passport as quickly as possible. Nigerians are angry with you. Nigerians are what? Angry with you. How can Nigerians not be angry with you? Today, in 1999, you are in this party. In 2006, you're another party. In 2014, you moved to another party. In 2019, you came back to another party. That 2025, you are moving to another party. To rescue who? You want to rescue your stomach. It's not Nigeria you want to rescue. So let's tell ourselves the simple truth. Some of you have sympathy for somebody you don't know. I'll say it. And that's where he nearly made us to make a mistake. He said Peter Obi will be president. President where? Some of you don't know somebody just out of emotion. For 8 years, he was governor. He never conducted local government election. Never. That and Nigerians were not angry. Nigerians were happy that you refused to conduct local government election. 8 good years you were governor. That one was democracy. That's why you define it to be democracy. Only you, governor of all the local government. And none of you ask questions. Now they will come out and begin to talk. Democracy is not working. But you worked under your own, staying alone. To be chairman of local government, to be governor, only one man. The time has passed. They won't have the opportunity again. You say you form coalition for 18 months. Which means the president was in office for 6 months. It's time for they cannot stay out of power. Unfortunately, they have stayed out. They will come back. They will not come back. If Tinubu's government will not work, I will not support.
Now don't hear them as the big man they talk like he was so proud of himself, and the fact that the church were clapping and laughing is something else. I don't put much for church matter, you understand, but Wike actually is becoming too lousy and is becoming unimportant, because at this point in time, always finding a reason to talk about Peter Obi is like becoming a media to actually promote Peter Obi for me. Because at the end of the day, what he's saying are all lies. Saying that Peter Obi never conducted a local government election in 8 years during his regime is a total lie, which has been proven. I'm not actually saying that Peter Obi is a saint, but there are some things that when you want to criticize someone, have your facts. Go and verify. There's a video circulating already where Peter Obi was actually there swearing in the 21 local government chairmen who were elected during his tenure. And this guy comes out to say that Peter Obi never conducted any election. Away from that guy, let's talk about Randy Peter, who has been making a whole lot of points, talking about holding Wike accountable for the money he spends, in FCT. Now, during the national, when the budget for the Nigeria presented their budget at the National Assembly, there was a budget allocated to the FCT for development of FCT, and making sure that everything is being done properly in the FCT. About 1.8 trillion naira was allocated to Federal Capital Territory. Now this fund is overseen by Wike, who is the FCT minister. You understand? Now, according to Randy Peter, Wike is not being accountable. Wike has not been able to give a detailed of explanation or a detailed spending of the 1.8 trillion naira Now, these people are taking your money to actually build one or two things, and they are expecting you to bow down and worship them for using your own money to build something, to build what you deserve. Now, we're not supposed to be begging government to build roads, give us water, give us electricity. I mean, in the Western world, things like this are done without, having to, seek praises. Do you understand the issue? But now they are doing these things, they are not even being accountable. If they are doing 100-kilometer road, they will budget trillions for it. And recently they came out with some statement that they are going to be, giving us one pole of street costing 266 million naira. Where is that done? Like, is it even up to 100,000 naira? But this is how these are the means they use in extorting us, and since we cannot hold them accountable, they get away with it. Listen to Randy Peter, because this guy made a lot of points regarding the whole matter where they saw, because it is high time we begin to hold our leader accountable, and then we begin to plan against 2027, because 2027 general election is another opportunity for Nigerians to actually rewrite their wrongs. Let's get it right at this time, and let's do it better, because the future of Nigeria is actually in your hand, is also in my hand. The way we actually prioritize it is the way it's going to work. Listen to Randy Peter, and don't forget to stay tuned, because after this one, we'll be rounding off about the whole matter.
Minister for FCT Barrister Wike, my country people, how una dey? This country, Nigeria, we no go tired to dey hold our leaders accountable and to speak up for government, because na the right thing to do. If we lose our sense of reason and consciousness as a people, then there is no need to call this place country. Maybe na zoo or animal farm, where they just put all of us here to the wild, they suffer like say we dey wilderness. But if we care about our collective humanity, we must fix government and hold leaders accountable. Because me, I believe say absolute power corrupts absolutely, and you must checkmate people that have power. So yesterday, Minister for FCT do Thanksgiving for church. The Thanksgiving, they call them Thanksgiving for commissioning of projects in the FCT. And some people talk, say, and that Thanksgiving, they broadcast them live on national TV. Some people talk, say, it good to thank God and all that. And if you they follow, in fact, since the 2 years anniversary of Tinubu administration, most of the projects where he commission are the ones where minister do for Abuja. So as people they talk, say, good to thank God and all that, me, I just say, make I put some things into perspective. Make una self here and decide whether this is how to run a country, and whether as a people we dey place focus for where focus is needed to help ourselves as a people. This ministry of FCT, this FCT administration, the budget where they approve for them by Senate this year is more than 1 trillion, about 1.8 trillion. And then all of the projects where they start to they carry out, nobody know exactly the clauses where they inside the budget, the contracts, how they award them, the bidding process and the competition, the companies and all of that. Now just between the FCT administration and the National Assembly. Now we don't know the one-man showmanship where they go on. Of course, whether there is need for investigation to know the actual cost of those projects. 1 kilometer road from here to that kitchen at the price where they tell you nights you go know. So all of those kind of alleged corruption go still dey on ground. Yet to commission those projects, it go be carnival. We go organize theater, they go bring the band of the minister, that band na money, the media, press and everybody will go come, they go prepare. So we don't know whether those ones are also budgeted for and how much they budget for them. For road where we say you fit just open, make people go the pass, we go waste more taxpayer money on projects that already could be subjects of corruption. We waste extra taxpayer money for so-called commissioning of those projects. Now still from that budget, Naim today we they talk, so children for schools for that Abuja still dey house for more than 2 months, or 3 months where they dey on strike for those schools. So we never handled that one finish. So then again, from the FCT administration, they say they renovate International Conference Center. They name them after President Tinubu. It no end there. They also rename some halls after sitting politicians, Senate President, Speaker, House of Reps. The cafe where they name them after the Minister Wike Cafe. Then again, the one where even still touch me, the sitting Chief Justice of Nigeria, Justice Kudirat Kekereekun, they also name hall after her. That is the head of country judiciary. Does this not go against the principle of separation of power? Because as a sitting Chief Justice, this same minister for FCT and the people, the politicians where they work with for in party, at the end of another election, they are likely to be plaintiffs or defendants in front of your court. Share this one no follow for patronage, it no follow for gratification, it no cross the line of separation of power. In fact, they even they court court now because the PDP was supposed to be the party of the FCT minister. Shebi they are in court that will also reach the Supreme Court. Nigeria, now there we dey so. Now for this country, if minister for FCT won't do media chat, to go TV station, no they reach now to bring the journalists come where he dey, they go sit down, they fit reach like 4 or 5. Minister go sit down for throne, and then they begin to ask questions, sometimes even making a mockery of the journalism profession, telling you people how you cannot read, and then nobody is interested to ask whether how much will they budget for these things, how are they appropriated for, how exactly are we spending taxpayer money. People will get power, they so bold where they say they can do anything and they will tell the rest of you to hell with everybody. Then they come do Thanksgiving, they carry them live on national television. Do you know how much 1 hour of airtime costs? Who is budgeting for them? How are we spending it? Share as they do Thanksgiving for church, they go also go do for mosque, because Muslim day, Christian day, maybe they also go shrine, go do for the traditional worshippers. The message of the reverend na another talk for another. The reverend say no, say Muslim President Tinubu go fit see vision. Other governors, governor of Edo State Monday Okpebolo was there, former governor of Benue Samuel Otom, former governor of Enugu Ifeanyi Ugwanyi, all of them come there. All of these resources now from where? How will they run Nigeria, my people? Shey na so country go move forward. In a country, nobody say me they no develop federal capital. In a country with more than 100 million people living in extreme and multi-dimensional poverty, youth unemployment, more than 20 million out of school children, maternal mortality, insecurity. Are these our priorities and how to manage public funds prudently, my dear people? Not to talk about the minister in own statement for the church. It be like complete campaign program. They get podium with the seal of the minister for Federal Capital Territory. In fact, it be like now Obi been being own campaign topic for inside the church. My people, are you sure say we not deserve better as a country? Are you sure we are not supposed to be able to know exactly how money of taxpayers are being spent and how to hold public leaders accountable? Join the call for electoral reform to fix INEC.
Now, I don't hear as a matter they solve. If wrap up before the matter we don't solve, let me know your opinion on Verydarkman stand, for Mohbad, bringing justice no matter the cost. The guys already spending a lot of money on it. What do you think? Is there any way that you think that, okay, Verydarkman will actually get to the roots of this? Already all hands are pointing at, all fingers are pointing at Wunmi Mohbad's, wife, according to Verydarkman, and according to what, Verydarkman got during the interview had with Prime Boy, evidence shows that Mohbad's wife knows everything that happens to Mohbad, and it is high time she actually comes out to speak up about the whole matter, because according to Verydarkman, he will not rest until justice is served. The matter has been kicked out, of course, saying that all the charges, is false. Now, the people that were arrested has been released. You get the matter, but Verydarkman is not resting. Fayose criticizing the government, criticizing the proposal for a new state creation. What do you think about it? Is it something that we should allow? Should creation of new states bring more development, or is it going to actually, become a burden to Nigeria? Will it continue, like, will it even worsen the situation, or will it even make things easier? In my opinion, I would have said, okay, maybe creation of new states will lead to more development. You understand? But then, we don't know how Nigeria works. Nigeria can become something, it could be an avenue for them to loot money. This administration can do anything to loot the Nigerian money. Of course, they have already borrowed much more than 4 administration, the past 4 administration combined. That is to tell you that, Nigeria, we are not even getting anywhere near better. Guys, talk about the issue also with Wike criticizing Peter Obi, that Peter Obi can never become the president of Nigeria. For me, that is an act of cowardness. It's an act that shows that Wike, has totally lost, every sense of humanity, every sense of reasoning. That, okay, these are not the issues that we're supposed to be discussing. We are in 2025 for crying out loud, and the election is 2027, but these people are already making bold steps to ensuring that they are back in office. Yakubu Mahmood has refused to register some political parties, which is actually the reason they went as far as, going to ADC, an existing party, to ensure that this coalition is made. Also, Yakubu Mahmood also is making plans to prevent us from using electronic means of voting come 2027 general election. These are the issues, these are the things everyone is talking about, and Peter is talking about electoral reform here and there. It is a national issue that all of us if we really want a better Nigeria, we'll begin to talk about it. And come 2027 general election, let's not play politics, let's not play tribal sentiment, let us not play religion, because these people will always capitalize on, you know, sentiments, tribal sentiments, religious sentiments, to actually divide us and make sure that we are not moving forward. This has been the key factors why Nigeria is still backwards today. A particular man from a different region will rise up, who we know can deliver, but because of tribal sentiment is not being voted in, and maybe, you know, things keep getting worse out of that. So it's high time we begin to wise up, because these leaders are capitalizing on our weaknesses to ensure that we remain in perpetual darkness. This is much we can take on this for now. Don't forget to follow this channel, smash the like button, and also share your opinion in the comment section. Always subscribe and turn on the notification icon so that you'll be the first to get notified of every video we drop. Thank you for staying tuned up to now.